Joining me now, California Congressman Khanna, who was told by his staff to get away from the Capitol complex during this incident. Congressman Khanna, good to have you with us today. Not too many members of the House or Senate on the Hill today on this Good Friday afternoon, but you were there in your office, and I believe you had left the building shortly before this happened. Can you fill in some of the pieces of your understanding of all of this today?
Sure. Well, first of all, my heart goes out to the officer's family who lost his life in service, and we just owe such a debt of gratitude and admiration to the Capitol Police. They've been through so much. They put their lives at risk every day, and we really should take a moment as a country to honor their service. I was in the Cannon building. I had stepped out to go get lunch. And as I was coming back in, I got frantic calls from my staff saying there's been an incident. I didn't know how serious the incident was. They had locked down the Cannon office building and the entire complex. And an officer directed me to my car in the parking lot where I still am because it's been under lockdown, and said, just stay in your car. So it was traumatic in part because it reminded what happened on January 6th. But I'm deeply grateful to the Capitol Police for keeping the place safe.
Yeah. Everyone, of course, on tenterhooks and concerned that it could be another effort that was a larger group involved. At this point, the police saying in the news conference we just heard that they do not believe that this is an ongoing threat, that they were not familiar with this person. He was not on their radar. Congressman Khanna, with regard to the National Guard, who at one point we saw sort of jogging swiftly in the direction of something, which raised some concerns about what they might be running to. Their posture has been downgraded a bit. There are not as many of them there as there were right after January the 6th. Talk to me about what you think in terms of the protection that is needed on Capitol Hill. It appears that this barrier and these officers were able to do their duty, and one of them lost their lives doing it today.
Well, there were barriers put up, barbed wire fence all around the Capitol. That really, it was unfortunate that was there, because the Capitol is supposed to be open to every American, to school kids, to people visiting. And I was pleased when I saw the last few days that they had taken that down, and I thought finally we're getting back to what the American Capitol should be. But obviously this incident reminds us that there's still an enormous threat. And my view is we need to do whatever is going to keep us safe, because it's not just members of Congress, it's the Capitol Police whose lives are at risk, it's staff whose lives are at risk. And if there are other measures that need to be taken to protect them, then I'm for it. I mean, we can't have a situation where we're losing officers because we didn't take every precaution.
You're absolutely right. Congressman, thank you very much. Congressman Khanna, good to have you with us today, sir.
Thank you.